Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. It's time again for a daily pocket dump deconstruction. I'm Kevin, and what pocket dump deconstruction means is what you see right there in front of you is my carry. Those are the 3 knives I'm going to carry and everything else that'll be in this man's pockets. I took this picture, posted it on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken just 10 minutes ago, turned my iPhone 6S Plus to video, and now we're going to take this pocket dump apart and play with some knives. The first part, today is Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. In the east, it's still a nice, beautiful day outside. Going to get close to 80 degrees again. I give you the date. I know it may not be the date that you're watching this, but just to show you that we do this every single day, 7 days a week. That's what we do. We play with knives. If you'd like to be a part of our regular crew, hit that subscribe button. YouTube will let you know every time I upload a video. And I'd really appreciate your support. But let's get to playing with knives. My cigar today, I always have a cigar to celebrate the day. If it's a bad day, I'm celebrating that it's over. If it's a good day, I'm celebrating how great it was. It's hump day, it's Wednesday, and I have a very, very, very special cigar today. I'll tell you, this past month I've been working like a dog, and so really picking some good cigars. This is the Romeo and Julieta. A very, very special smoke. Can't wait till the day is over. The watch is one of my regular rotation watches. This is the Concord Impresario. I love the Concord. Nice, heavy watch. I love that you can see all the workings in the back. Just a nice, manly chronograph. That's the Concord Impresario. I'm going to go today with Macallan's single malt scotch. Yes, it's a crime to put great scotch in a flask like this. Basically, though, that's a nice flask. And I'm going to do it anyway because it's mine. My lucky coin today is kind of a special one. It's the 25th anniversary coin, Australian kangaroo 25th, is it say 25th? 20th anniversary coin. That's my lucky 1 ounce silver coin. I always carry one in my pocket. My grandfather used to carry a silver dollar in his for luck. The wallet is one of my real thin Mont Blanc wallets. I like my wallets very thin. The pad today, usually I do a field guides or a word guide. That's another kind of field guides. But today I have meetings and I need to be a little fancy. So this is a Smithson notepad from the UK. I love that stationery and stuff from that shop. Simple notes. Nice leather notepad. Now let's talk about the carry. I always carry a keychain knife, and today is no different. This is a wonderful, yes, it's oddly shaped Spyderco knife. It's the Spyderco Balance. It's called a balance because when it's closed, see, nice and balanced. Stainless steel, obviously, VG10 blade. One of my best knife designers, Ed Shimp. This is one of his many collaborations with Spyderco. It looks weird. Spyderco always admits a lot of their knives look weird and ugly, but very functional. This is a small little knife, right? 1.9 inch VG10 blade, but look at the choil on a little knife like this and my fat Michelin Man hands. Look at that. Choil is just great to grip. Fits nice here. If you're a lanyard guy, I'm not, but if you are, it's a great lanyard hole. Oh man, I just love it. As a keychain knife, just nice and simple, especially when it's closed. But when you open it up, very functional. I like that. That is called the Spyderco Balance, another Ed Shimp creation. My medium carry is my Spyderco small Sebenza. Today I just felt like Sebenzas. I need to have that security that a Sebenza gives you. It's so rugged. It's so nice and classy. I just need that with me as I tackle the job at hand. This is a small Sebenza. I love that Chris Reeve has a 2.9-inch blade, just under that 3-inch limit for some people where it becomes unlawful. So it's a 2.1-inch blade. This is a special blade. This happens to be a Devin Thomas ladder Damascus blade. It has gabbin ebony inlays. It's one of these wood inlays that Chris Reeve is so famous for, where he has 3 strips of the ebony wood, polish titanium scales, put the wood on top of it. There's the titanium scales on the back. He polishes as well. One other inlay, and then of course leaves that lock space and that clip raw titanium. You guys know I love Chris Reeve. I have 50 of his knives. I just love his knives. Nearly perfect. And especially when you do a dress-up one like this. Oh, with that Damascus. I really love it. I love all the inlay knives. He doesn't cut them down, the scales, and place the inlay. The inlays are on top. Not only do they look beautiful with that polished G10, but also it gives you a better grip. That's my medium carry. It's the small Chris Reeve Sebenza, gabbin ebony inlaid with that wonderful Devin Thomas ladder Damascus. Hey, it's early in the morning. My tongue gets tired early in the morning. So does yours if you did a video every day. Anyway, that's a wonderful one. I told you I was feeling Sebenza. I do have a knife that got away, a couple for this one. And I do have a knife that got away here. Whenever I go all Sebenza carry or all Spyderco carry or all Brous Blades carry or all Strider carry, I always spend some time with an alternative. Because I say, maybe I'm matching too much. This time, though, I went for it. I really love the single blades. I do. People always ask me, which do you prefer? First of all, I think it's an internet thing. No matter what you're doing, no matter what the collections are, people ask you to make a choice. It's kind of an internet game. Obviously, I don't have to make the choice. I like them both. But I have to answer the questions. If I had a choice between an single blade or the standard blade, I take the standard blade. I always go for the classics. They just last longer, in my opinion. I know this is a lifetime knife, but I always just go with the standard, the classic. It's just me. But I wouldn't throw out my singles. I love those as well. And thank goodness I don't have to choose. This is plain Jane with the single blade, of course, S35VN steel. That is the steel of choice for Chris Reeve and his knives. Large Sebenza 21s, 3.6-inch blade. In zinc, in single, in Zulu, Chris Reeve is South African, is razor. So to him it looked like razor. Razor sharp. Sebenza is Zulu for work. It's just a nice working knife. And it looks pretty too. You know, something just a little bit out of the ordinary. I just like it. That's the single blade. That's my large carry. The large Chris Reeve Sebenza 21 with that single blade. That's it. That's the carry. That, my friends, all of those elements make up my EDC, and all of those elements, when it was all purdy, made up today's pocket dump Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. Like I said, look, I know sometimes I do this every day, but you know what? I feel like it every day when I'm caressing the knives. Oh man, I have to pause on this. This is the Butch Vallotton. Let me just tell you something. If you've never handled the Spyderco Vallotton, you need to. It has this heft to it. Man, I got a comment. I finally caught up on everyone's comments. So I really appreciate the people who comment when I get tongue-tied and they explain what I meant or they correct something that I've said. I got a wonderful comment on one of the pocket dumps where someone explained to me the difference between carbon pill ply and the other kind of carbons that what am I talking? Carbon fiber pill ply and the other kind of carbon fiber scales that Spyderco does. It was a wonderful explanation. Hey, I'm not as technical as others. I just love knives. They cut, they open. So people who can add to the comments, I really appreciate it. I really, really, really do. So thank you all for the comments. Oh man, someone asked me what was the exact weight of something. I think it was one of the carbon fiber Sebenzas, and I said, I don't have it at hand. And I said, but go to knifeart.com. They'll tell you all the specifics. I used to say this early on, and I know some of you first-time viewers, or you haven't heard me say it before. I'm not the technical guy. The great thing about YouTube is there are a lot of people who have rulers and all kinds of things that can go deep, deep in it. Someone left a comment that went way deep into the flipping action that they saw me do on a Browse Blades Silent Soldier. Legit. Loved all the comments. Truth of the matter is, hey, I'm an older guy, a lot older than most of you guys. It opens, it cuts. I love the Silent Soldiers. They're one of my favorite collections. In fact, I have a special collection on all my Silent Soldiers on this site. So take a look at that if you want to see it. So I'm not that technical. I'm not that involved. I'm one of those collectors that just love how things feel. But because I just saw that comment, I actually looked up the weight of this because the weight matters on this. 6.2 ounces. It's a hefty knife, but it feels so great. Look how thick that blade is. S30V steel, 3.7-inch blade. Has that little tip. You see that? Kind of a modified tanto at the tip. Oh, the bolsters, steel bolsters, and smooth G10. It just feels unbelievable. Has a place for your lanyard. Look at those steel. Oh man, the steel liners, that smooth G10 back spacer. Regular clip, Spyderco clip, like the oh man, but I really, really love this. It actually is on a lot of folks' top 10 list. If you like a heavier knife, I like it. It's substantial. The great thing is Eric Glasser, the son of the founder, Sal Glasser, just announced it and showed the prototype of a smaller version of the Vallotton. Oh, I can't wait. I love that they keep doing versions, especially if they have a small knife, they make a bigger version. They have a big knife, they make a smaller version. It's about yay big. Cannot wait for a smaller one. This is big, but it's a little harder to carry, and that, my friends, is why I'm not carrying it today. But man, I played with it. I slobbered on it. It's a liner lock. The liner lock comes up. See the profile? You can actually see the liner lock. And whenever someone does a review of this knife, they always talk about that. Most people say they don't care. I don't care. It does stick out. But you know, I love the profile of liner locks, knives with liner locks when you can't see the liner lock. But my thumb hates it because I have to dig in there to do it. On this big knife, it's so easy. It's right there. Smooth as silk. I just love it. That is the Butch Vallotton. That's the knife that got away. Every time you see me with an all Sebenza carry or whatever, I'm always going to show you another knife that got away. Just in case it could be a little different. But I spent about 20 minutes with my Vallotton. Like they're pets, right? I loved it. Now, of course, that's the Vallotton. In the middle one, I wanted a small Sebenza 21 no matter what. It was just which small Sebenza. So it was between this with the ebony inlay and that Damascus blade, or I hadn't carried my micarta small 21 in a very long time. Oh man, with that satin regular blade, S35 VN steel. Or I just love my riddled. I love the riddled. I have the large Sebenza 21. In fact, the large Sebenza 21 riddled. That's what it's called because it looks like bullets have hit it. Like it saved my life and bullets went through it. The large Sebenza 21 was my very first Sebenza 21 that I got from Amazon.com. So it has a special place in my heart. This one is the small one. What I love about the riddled, of course, it has everything else. S35 VN steel 2.9-inch blade, the wonderful Chris Reeve integral lock, all of the tight tolerances, all of that. But these holes, what I like about them is they're just not lasered holes. They go through that front show side, and I love it. See the blade going in? So while it's a nice thing, oh man, it's badass, isn't it? Bullets hitting it. I just love that. But also it lightens it up a bit. Okay? It's just like when you skeletonize liners or something. And of course, as you know, a lot of custom makers are putting holes in that show side scales. A lot of them are known for their holes. This is Chris Reeve sneaking in what? 4 holes? I love this. This is the riddled. I almost went that way. Thought it would go really nice with the plain Jane and single. But I went a little classier today with the inlay. And there you have it, folks. That's my carry. These 3 knives are what's going to be in my pocket. What's going to be in my pocket. This will be in one of the Chris Reeve leather sheaths. I'll clip this one to the pocket. This is on my keychain. And the 3 knives that got away. The Butch Vallotton from Spyderco and the 2 other small Sebenza 21s. The micarta inlaid and riddled with all the holes in it. Hey, you guys, thanks a lot for joining me. I love these discussions every single day. Then I get ready to go to work and deal with that. And then I come home and I'm going to drink my Macallan and smoke my cigar and just relax and be happy to be an American and alive and well. Hey, you guys, thanks again for watching. You guys have a perfect day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers. Have a very perfect day and keep your manly pockets full of stuff. Trust me, it just makes you feel better. It really does. And more prepared. I appreciate you guys. Goodbye.